What's going on, y'all? It's Michael, and today I'm going to be talking about how to buy clothes that are going to stay in your wardrobe. I made this video several months ago, or recorded it at least, but I wasn't super satisfied with, what all I said. I sort of skimmed over a lot of very big points that I wanted to make, but I'm back now for take two because I feel like it's more relevant now than ever to be really smart with your financial decisions, especially when it comes to something as frivolous as clothes, given the economic impact that COVID is having. So not only is it good on your wallet, but buying clothes that are going to stay in your wardrobe is one of the most sustainable things that you can do. I don't know where I heard this quote at, but someone said something along the lines of, there's nothing less sustainable than a piece of clothing that you wear once and never wear again. So with that being said, I came up with 4 major points or so that I could expand on for this video. Feel free to chime in any more advice that you have down below. So I've gotten to the point where I sort of just go down a checklist of things that I think about as I look at an item that I'll potentially be buying. The first piece of advice that I can give you is sort of complicated. It kind of requires you to take your own initiative to educate yourself, but having a comprehensive knowledge of things like fibers and fabric construction is really important for understanding how a garment is going to feel on your body, how it's going to wash, how breathable it'll be. So just really understanding what fibers can do what, if that makes sense. I'm probably going to make a video in the future where I describe, some very basic characteristics of various widely used fibers. But beyond fiber content, there's also how you care for a garment, which is how you wash it, because I find it really inconvenient to have to take things to the dry cleaner. Never done that before, really don't want to, but I'm much more eager to be able to wash something and then throw it in the dryer. So that's something that I pay very close attention to. Yeah, I guess I would have to go way more in depth about that to give much more detail. So maybe I'll make a video, describing that in the future, but I'll move on for now. Another thing that I really look out for is clothing that I really want to see how it wears in, if that makes sense. For example, I have an old Ralph Lauren hat that I had it whenever I was in high school with the horse logo on the front, but I took a seam ripper and got rid of the embroidery for that. And so now it's just a plain blue baseball cap, but it's got a really good shape. That's why I decided to keep it. But with the wear aspect, it's got this really nice sun-bleached effect because of all the times that I've worn it out in the sun. Another example might be wanting to see jeans. There's a huge culture of people who are obsessed with raw denim and how it wears in, leather shoes, whatever, just things that you are really eager to see, get beat up. Because whenever you want to see something get beat up, you're going to be more encouraged to wear it on a daily basis. Get that good dollar per wear value out of your items. Moving on from that, another super important thing that I think about a lot is comfort, because I feel like anybody who's been interested in clothes at some point, in the beginning stages, has thought, I'm not really going to worry about how comfortable these clothes are. I'm more so going to worry about the aesthetic. I know I was caught in that early on, but at some point, whenever you get to the point where you want to go to class and wear the clothes that you want to wear, some things are not so convenient to put on or wear throughout the day as others are. For example, I hate having to lace up boots. I hate putting on high top sneakers and having to lace them up. That really just takes a lot of energy out of me in the morning. So I tend to stick to low top shoes that I can just slip my feet into. Also, well-fitting clothing can fit into this category. I hate having to, pull up my jeans as I'm walking throughout the day. So got this good pair of Levi's on right now that fits me perfectly. And it's just so much more convenient. And then there's also just the factor of, being comfortable throughout the day. Like this Stotz Sherpa vest keeps me pretty warm. It's very cozy, and I wear it pretty much every day whenever it's, since it's been cold outside, it's starting to warm up. So that'll probably change soon, but it has been very appropriate for the climate this season. So very comfortable. Definitely falls into that category. Going off of that, I guess the last thing, this is going to be a pretty short video, I guess it's the first for me. Last thing on the checklist actually is probably pretty close to the top on my list of priorities. I like to think about, can I get away with wearing this 2 days in a row? I cannot tell you like how many pieces of clothing that I bought in my early stages of my interest in clothing where I'm in love with it, but it's also too loud for me to wear even once a month. And I feel like this is something that is really important for more expensive pieces of clothing, not so much like t-shirts, because, you know, typically you're not gonna wear a t-shirt 2 days in a row. A lot of people wash their t-shirts after wearing it once. But when it comes to things like the Stotz vest, these Levi's, you see this flexibility, these Adidas Gats. I've worn these 3 items the past 3 days in a row to work, and nobody has said shit about it. So I feel like I've gotten pretty good at judging what I can and cannot wear frequently. So that's something to think about. You also have to sort of think about how it fits into your wardrobe to be able to wear it multiple times in a week. And that just comes with experience, I guess. I'd like to focus on the color of the clothing that I buy, because like beige and these earthy mustard tones tend to go with a lot of different clothing. And it can really make something that would typically be a loud piece if it were any other color be very basic and just, you know, go with whatever other outfit. A good example of that is my like Capital jacket. I'll throw it up on screen. There's probably a million pictures of me wearing that on Instagram. And it's a pretty wild pattern, that jacket, but it's beige, so I can wear it with whatever and whenever, and nobody will ever really notice. I guess that's everything that I have. Like I said earlier, please drop any, you know, extra advice that you have down in the comments. And let me know if you want to see a video on like fiber properties, fabric structure properties, any of that stuff. Be smart with your money, guys. I hope y'all are doing all right. This is, I know a lot of people are in really bad situations right now, and I'm just so blessed to still be able to work. But regardless, my thoughts go out to you all. If you need anybody to talk to, you can just DM me on Instagram. But yeah, I guess that's all I have for you all today. Thank you all so much for watching. Follow me on Instagram at Tandeur, Tandeur, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Thanks for watching.